Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the game where you will be rewarded for knowing the obscure rather than the obvious. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
I'm Jacqueline. This is my husband, Reynold, and we are currently living in Glasgow.
Couple number two.
I'm Elliot. This is my dad, Trevor, and we're from Tunbridge Wells.
Couple number three.
I'm Debbie, and this is my school friend, Adrian. I'm from Pangbourne, Adrian's from Crawley.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, Xander. I'm Nick. This is my fiancée, Rachel, and we are both from Plymouth.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you all here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a TV presenter who once went on holiday to LA and ended up staying for 3 years. Blimey, who did you fly with? It's my new Pointless friend, it's Gethin Jones.
True story.
Wow.
Yeah.
At what point did you suddenly think, oh, I'm not going to fly home?
I think it's when I saw the sun. You know, the sun stays out there, so I thought I'll stay for a little while longer, actually. I think it's prolonged my life. I'm actually 83. Don't I look great for it?
Yes. Thank you very
Mixed
much
reaction.
indeed, Gethin. Now then, Catherine and Emma got through to the final last time, and as seems to be happening all the time, they won the jackpot. So today's jackpot starts off back at £1,000. There it is. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, the pair with the highest score at the end of each round will be eliminated. That's just the rules. So if you want to stay, keep your scores as low as you can. Best of luck to everybody. Our first category today is UK politics. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many surnames of UK Prime Ministers that contain repeated letters as they could. Gethin.
We are looking for the surname of any UK Prime Minister that contains at least one repeated letter. The letters don't have to be next to each other. There just needs to be one or more letter appearing more than once in the surname. This includes all Prime Ministers who served between 1721 and August 2024. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed, Jacqueline. Welcome back to Pointless.
Thank you.
Now, when you introduced yourself, in fact, both times you've introduced yourself, you said currently living in Glasgow. So why currently living in Glasgow? Well, that feels quite tenuous. Or temporary, maybe.
Maybe temporary for the next 5 years while our son's in school.
I see.
But I met Reynold in Barbados,
Yes.
where we lived for a number of years.
I see.
And then we were in Singapore for a number of years.
Oh, I see.
Then we went back to Barbados.
Back to Barbados.
And now we're in Glasgow.
What an itinerant life. Now, Jacqueline, Prime Ministers.
Yeah, it hasn't helped.
With repeated letters in their surnames.
I'm going to have to go for the most obvious one, Thatcher.
Thatcher, says Jacqueline. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? There we are, 48. 48 for Thatcher. 2 T's, 2 H's.
In 2024, a spitting image puppet depicting Margaret Thatcher sold at auction for £1,200.
I was imagining a bit more than that.
Me too, actually.
That,
Yeah,
seems,
I'm
that seems like a bargain.
It might be me. I'm wondering if they've missed a naught off.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I'll check with them.
Yeah, maybe
And
check
get back
with them.
to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Now, Trevor,
Hello,
welcome
Xander.
to Pointless. It's great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm recently retired. I live in Tunbridge Wells.
And have you got a list of lovely things you want to do with your retirement?
Well, I am doing various things. Belong to a ukulele band. Making shirts.
Making shirts?
Yeah.
Are you wearing a Trevor creation
I am.
now?
I am at the
Look
moment.
at that. Wonderful. I like the, what would you call that? The inner, that bit there.
The contrast.
The contrast.
Yes.
Beautiful contrast. Trevor, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for Chamberlain.
Chamberlain, says Trevor. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? Chamberlain. Well, 48 is the only score we have, and you pass it. Oh, look at that. Trevor, 3. This is superb.
Yeah, very, very good. Neville Chamberlain came from an influential family, with his father Joseph also being a high-ranking politician and his half-brother Austin being a former Chancellor of the Exchequer. Very talented family.
Yeah, they were a big Birmingham family, I think, weren't they, the Chamberlains?
Is that right?
I believe so. I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. Now then, Adrian, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm married to Lynn. We have 3 grown-up sons and we have a grandson.
Very lovely.
I spent most of my career with one of the big 4 accountancy firms, but I retired also a couple of years ago.
Very nice. And how are you finding retirement?
It's fabulous.
Ah.
Yeah, absolutely fabulous.
And what do you fill it with? Or do you find it just fulfills itself?
So I took up playing wheelchair tennis 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I used to play tennis a lot in my pre-wheelchair days, but I gave wheelchair tennis a go.
Yes.
And hated it at first, but love it now. Really love it.
Gosh, good for you. Brilliant thing to do. Adrian, who are you going to go for?
I've got a couple in my mind. I'm going to go with Macmillan.
Macmillan, says Adrian. Let's see how many of our 100 say Macmillan. It's a good answer. Down he goes to 16. Very well done indeed.
Harold Macmillan came to office at a time of turmoil and told Queen Elizabeth II that he didn't think his government would last 6 weeks. In fact, he lasted 6 years as Prime Minister.
Thank you very much indeed. Gethin. Now then, Rachel, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I live in Plymouth. I work for a luxury boat building company, which is local to Plymouth.
How long does it take for a luxury boat to be built from first to last?
Depends how big it is.
Yeah, and the
So-
level of luxury, I
Yeah,
should think.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Some take a few weeks, some take a few months.
I wouldn't want to go to sea in a boat that was only a few weeks. I don't think. Do you know what I mean? I want a few months at the very least.
Exactly.
Rachel, we are looking for any UK Prime Minister's surname that has a repeated letter in it. Who are you going to go for?
Eden?
Eden. Very good, short and sweet. Let's see how many of our 100 said Eden. Eden is right. 48 is our high score, 3 is our low. You passed the high score. And there you are, very close to the low, Rachel. That's a brilliant score, 7 for Eden.
You know, Anthony Eden was the first UK politician to exploit the power of television. In 1951, he made the first ever Conservative Party political television broadcast. Of course, we see them all the time now, don't they?
Yeah,
Very clever way of promotion.
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. We are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 3, Trevor, the best score of the pass. Very well done, Trevor and Elliot, looking very strong on the back of that. Then 7 is where we find Nick and Rachel, and then up to 16, where we find Debbie and Adrian. And then 48, oh, Jacqueline, I'm sorry. That's a high score. And Reynold, good luck, is all I'm going to say. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, so remember, we are looking for the surnames of UK Prime Ministers with repeated letters. Nick, welcome to Pointless.
Hi.
Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I say I live in Plymouth. I'm not originally from Plymouth. I actually grew up in Stevenage, which is not far from where we are at the moment.
Not far at all from where we
Yeah.
are. Borehamwood.
Yeah. I also work for the luxury yacht-making company. down
Which
in
department
Plymouth.
of the luxury yacht making are you in?
I'm in the part of the company that builds the bare bones, the hull and deck.
Brilliant. OK, now then, Nick, you're on 7. This is a cracking score from Rachel.
Yeah.
It means 40 or less gets you into round 2, even now.
I'm not great with spelling, but I'm going to say Percival.
Percival, says Nick. You get a red line. There it is. What happens when we say Percival? Absolutely right. Very well done indeed, Nick. And it goes down to there. Fantastic work. That's a pointless answer, and it adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £1,250, scores you nothing, leaves your total at 7, and is just terrific. Very well done indeed, Nick.
I don't want to put a dampener on things, but Spencer Perceval is the only Prime Minister
Yeah.
to have been
Yeah.
assassinated.
Remember.
Yeah. Thanks very much indeed, Gethin. Now, Debbie, welcome to Pointless.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
So I rescued Jack Russell about 12 years ago.
Yes.
And then I started writing books about him, so I'm a self-published author. Rollo time travels. He makes things happen in history. So The Secret Adventures of Rollo.
Very good. And 12 years ago, is Rollo
He's
still around?
with us.
He's still around.
He's 15 now.
Oh, wow. Goodness.
He's still adventuring.
Still adventuring.
Yeah.
Was he so beautifully looked after, Debbie? Debbie, you are on 16. 31 or less gets you into round 2. What would you like to go
Okay.
for?
I'd like to go for Walpole.
Walpole says, Debbie, you get a red line. It comes in here. Can we get you below that with Walpole? Walpole is right. Gets you through. Ah! 1! That's fantastic. I'm sorry it wasn't 1 lower, but still, it's very good indeed. Takes your total up to 17.
Yeah, excellent. Robert Walpole's title was technically Britain's inaugural First Lord of the Treasury, the original name of the position, which we now call Prime Minister.
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. Elliot, welcome to Pointless. It's great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Elliot.
So thanks for having me. I'm from...
Joe, it's a pleasure, and thank you for saying that. No one ever says that. It's a real pleasure. It's lovely. I hope you're being looked after well.
Yes, definitely.
Good. Sorry, you continue.
So I'm from Tunbridge Wells originally, but now living in London, and I worked for a Caribbean publisher there.
So what sort of things are you publishing?
So we publish school books, and then what's very exciting about the job is I get to go and visit the schools in the Caribbean. Yeah, absolutely.
So, what's the most arduous school you have to visit out there? I mean, just in terms of the islands.
None are arduous.
No,
I would never say that.
Very good. Such a great job. Well done, Elliot. Now, look, you're on 3. You've been set up beautifully by Trevor, which means 44 or less gets you into round 2. So, yes, Prime Minister surnames with repeated letters in.
OK, I'd like to go for Pitt.
Pitt. Oh, there's a little moment there. I think Reynolds had Pitt maybe lined up as his answer. I don't know, a little wince there. Here is your red line, Elliot. Can we get you below this red line with Pitt? Pitt is right. And it gets you through. Very well done. Down and down it goes to 3. Exactly the same score as Trevor. Lovely symmetrical total of 6. Well done.
Choice of 2 Pitts, because you could have had William Pitt the elder or his son William Pitt the younger. Pitt the younger was just 24 when he became Prime Minister.
Entrusted to a schoolboy's care. Indeed, thank you very much indeed. Reynolds!
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to Pointless. I wish I were welcoming you without a great big red 48 on your podium. That means you're our high scorers. Anyway, listen, tell us more about yourself, Reynolds. I mean, what an exciting life you and Jacqueline have had already.
Oh, yeah, so far, going great. Moved to Glasgow, and I have been exploring the karaoke scene in Glasgow.
How is the karaoke scene in Glasgow?
Well, wherever I travel in the world, I find karaoke. I'm an avid singer. It's to the point now I've only been there a few months, but I walk into a bar now, they acknowledge me, they know my name, and they have my regular drink waiting for me.
They have the regular drink, they have the song lined up, ready for you to sing. What is the song of choice?
It depends on the crowd. If it's an older crowd, a younger crowd, but right now, I would go with or without you.
Very good. You too. Good stuff. I'm just going to... One moment. Jacqueline, how is his Bono?
He's not bad.
Thank you very much. Reynolds, that is very conscientious, that. Always looking to see what the crowd is, read the room. You'd be surprised how few karaoke singers do that.
Yeah.
Very good. Reynolds, what are you going to go for?
Okay. I had a couple in mind. I'm going to go with Callahan.
Callahan says, Reynolds, a great answer. I'm sorry you don't get a red line because an answer like that deserves one, but you are the high scorers. Callahan. Callahan's good. Look at that. Down it goes. A brilliant answer. You see 5, taking your total up to 53.
First Prime Minister to hold office after holding all other 3 great offices of State, Chancellor, Home Secretary and Foreign Secretary.
Thank you very much. So, Gethin, I imagine there were a lot of other pointless answers.
There were. What's your karaoke song out of interest?
My wife and I love to sing Love Lift Us Up Where We Belong. Oh. That's what we like to do. Yeah. It's been a while. But, yeah. I mean, since we've done the karaoke, listen.
I'm sure you can find that on YouTube somewhere. All right, any others to offer on this category, Alexander?
George Canning. Let's have that.
George Canning, you say?
Yes.
Spot on.
It is one of my... It's my go-to pointless answer, actually. So, yeah. Good job, it has 2 ends.
Very good.
3 ends, I beg its pardon.
Douglas Hume, Gascoigne Cecil would have been on there, Grenville, MacDonald and Robert Peel. Nick got Percival, didn't he? We had Primrose and John Russell. Very good effort. Well done if you got those at home as well.
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. That brings us neatly to the end of our first round, and it means we have to say goodbye to our first pair, Reynolds and Jacqueline. I'm so sorry. I mean, brilliant low score from you, Reynolds. Jacqueline, I'm afraid you just couldn't get Thatcher out of your head.
Podium 1.
Podium 1, you see. I'm sorry, yes, for your third show, Podium 4.
There you go.
And you'll go all the way. I hope you deserve to. Anyway, Reynolds and Jacqueline, it's been lovely having you on. Thanks so much for playing. For the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Look at that, we're down to 3 pairs. We're very much into the teeth of Pointless now, but very well done, everybody. You covered yourselves in glory in that first round. Nick, particularly, our lowest individual scorer, a pointless answer over there. Trevor and Elliot, our lowest combined scores, so brilliant work there as well. And Debbie and Adrian, just well done, brilliant.
Thank you.
Just generally. Best of luck to everybody. Our category for round 2 today is Global Cinema. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns films that have different titles in other countries. Gethin.
Yeah, on each board, we're going to show you 6 titles that films were released under in other countries, according to IMDb. We've loosely translated them back into English. We'll also give you the initials of the UK title, the name of a star of each film, and the year of release. What you need to do is work out what the UK titles of these films are and give us the one you think the fewest of 100 people knew.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our first board of retranslated film titles. We have The Teeth of the Sea, J. Roy Scheider, 1975. A Twin Seldom Comes Alone, TPT, Lindsay Lohan, 1998. A Friendship Without Borders, GB, Mahershala Ali, 2018. Wild Speed, TFATF, Vin Diesel, 2001. What Happened Yesterday, TH, Zach Galifianakis, 2009. And An Unexpected Ending, T&L, Susan Sarandon, 1991. Trevor, that's fun. Anything leaping out at you from that board?
Yes, I will take the last one as Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise, says Trevor. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Thelma and Louise. Is right, Trevor, and it goes down to 27. Good start to the round.
Yeah, a translation of the title used in Mexico, according to Susan Sarandon. They almost made a sequel where Thelma and Louise were ghosts looking down on Earth and helping women who were in bad relationships. But the idea fell through.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Debbie. Can you retranslate these films?
I will go for Vin Diesel, The Fast and the Furious.
The Fast and the Furious. Shall we see how many of our 100 said that? $27 is the only score. We have 39 for Wild Speed.
A translation of the title used in Japan, where Wild Speed has been kept as the title for all the other films in the franchise. Each had a different subtitle, and the only one they kept true to the original, ironically, is Tokyo Drift.
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. Now then, Rachel. This is your board. Would you like to fill in all the blanks?
Yeah, there's only one I don't know. Got Jaws, The Parent Trap, and The Hangover, I think. I'm going to go with The Hangover.
The Hangover for What Happened Yesterday. Let's see how many of our 100 said The Hangover. The Hangover's right. Well, 39 is our high score, and you pass it. 27 our low score, and you pass it. The Hangover 9. Very well done indeed, Rachel. Brilliant answer.
That's a fun translation, isn't it? What happened yesterday for The Hangover. And actually, that was the best of the ones you knew, Rachel, so well played. At the top there, you quite rightly said, the French name for Jaws would have scored 62. The Parent Trap is a German translation, would have scored 19. And what do we have for that last one? Any ideas, Alexander?
Friendship Without Borders. I mean, it sounds lovely.
That is a score of 1 for Green Book, a Peruvian title.
Green Book. What was the translation for? And what language was what happened yesterday? What?
Spanish speaking.
Spanish. But that must mean the Spanish don't have a word for hangover.
And they can't remember what happened yesterday.
But that seems weird. Come on, Spain, you must have a word for that. I say that like Spain's watching, the whole country. We're going to come back down the line in a moment. I'm just going to quickly recap the scores. 9 was the best score of the past. Very well done indeed, Rachel. 27 is where we find Trevor and Elliot. And then up to 39, where we find Debbie and Adrian. You'll get a lovely new board, Adrian. I hope there's something low scoring on there that you can turn things around with. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more retranslated film titles up on the board, and here they are. Mum, I Missed the Plane, H.A. Macaulay Culkin, 1990. The Eighth Passenger, Death. A. Sigourney Weaver, 1979. A Prince in New York, C.T.A. Eddie Murphy, 1988. If You Leave Me, I'll Delete You, E.S.O.T.S.M., Kate Winslet, 2004. The Night of the Nerds, B. Beanie Feldstein, 2019. And Two Rebellious Policemen, B.B. Will Smith, 1995. There we are. Now then, Nick, on 9. 29 or less gets you through to the head-to-head.
Yeah. I think I know a couple there, but I'm going to go for the Kate Winslet one. And I think it's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, says Nick. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you through to the next round with that. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Absolutely right, gets you through as well, Nick. Look at that. Down it goes brilliantly to 4, taking your total up to 13. Fantastic work.
So good. A translation of the film's title in Italy. The English title, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, is a quotation from a poem by Alexander Pope.
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. Now then, Adrian, on 39, you're our high scorers still. Is there a nice low score on that board?
I know the top 3. I'm going to go for the third one down, which I think is Coming to America.
The excellent Coming to America. And no red line for you, I'm afraid, Adrian, as you are the high scorers at the moment. Let's see what happens when we say Coming to America. It's right. Not bad. 25, taking your total up to 64.
This one, a translation of the title used in various countries. The famous dance scene at the start of Coming to America was choreographed by singer Paula Abdul.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Splendid. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Elliot, you're on 27. 36 or less gets you into the head-to-head. Do you want to talk us through this board?
Sure. I think the top one is Home Alone. The second one would be Alien. The bottom one, Bad Boys. And then that second to last one, I think, is Booksmart, which I'd like to go for.
Booksmart. You get a red line, Elliot. It comes in here. Let's see what happens when we say Booksmart. Booksmart is absolutely right. Unsurprisingly, it gets you into the head-to-head. And it is a pointless answer. Very, very well done indeed, Elliot. Being a pointless answer, it adds another £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £1,500, scores you nothing, leaves your total at 27, and is splendid.
Great play from Elliot, that, wasn't it? Picking out the very best, the pointless answer, also used in Spanish-speaking countries. The rest of them at the top there, of course, Home Alone. That would have scored 73. That would be in translation from France. And then Alien, it's absolutely right as well, Elliot, would have scored 51.
What language is that?
Hungarian translation.
I mean, you're just giving it away.
And then at the very bottom there...
Bad Boys. Yeah.
Was Bad Boys, yeah. That would have scored 28 in that. A Spanish translation.
Thank you very much indeed. We are at the end of our second round, and it means we have to say goodbye to our second pair of the show. Adrian and Debbie, I'm afraid that is you on this occasion. You'll be back, and things will be much rosier next time. But thank you so much for playing, Debbie and Adrian. Superb. But for our 2 remaining pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Nick and Rachel, Trevor and Elliot. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,500. Well, we found 500 extra pounds to put into the jackpot already this show. We now have a chance to see if we can find another 500 by finding a couple of pointless answers just in this little round, little bonus round for fun. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many US state flowers as they could. Gethin.
You'll see 6 options. 2 are scoring answers, 2 are pointless answers, but 2 are not US state flowers at all. £250 in the jackpot if you can find a pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed. So, can you find the 2 pointless US state flowers from these 6? Sweet stem, black-eyed Susan, panopyra, goldenrod, syringa and pasque flower. Does anybody know anything?
No.
No. Nobody's spotting any red herrings or anything like that?
No, black-eyed Susan rings a bell, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm going to come to you, Nick and Rachel. Would you like to nominate a pointless state flower?
Yeah, go on.
Black-eyed Susan.
Black-eyed Susan. Should we see if black-eyed Susan is pointless? It's definitely a state flower. Oh, one person. Probably Susan. Trevor and Elliot.
Syringa?
Syringa?
Should we go for syringa?
Syringa,
Is
yeah.
syringa a pointless US state flower? Syringa's right. And it's pointless. Very, very well done indeed. Look at that.
Yeah, well played. The syringa is the state flower of Idaho. Well done, Rachel. You got the right answer. It wasn't a pointless answer, but one person knew the black-eyed Susan was the state flower of Maryland. A couple of red herrings in there. Top one, sweet stem. There is no sweet stem flower, but Montana's flower is the bitterroot. And then the other red herring is the panopyra. It's a fictional plant in the Avatar film series. Goldenrod is a score and answer. It's the flower of both Kentucky and Nebraska. Would have scored 3. And the other pointless answer down the bottom there, South Dakota's state flower is the pasque flower. Pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin, and well done. You managed to find a pointless answer, so we can add £250 to today's jackpot, and it now therefore stands at £1,750. But who'll be playing for it? Well, let's find out in the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. You're now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to both pairs. Here comes our first question, and it is all about Mock the Week comedians. Gethin.
We're going to show you 5 pictures of comedians who appeared on the BBC 2 panel show Mock the Week. Please give us the name of the comedian that you think the fewest of our 100 people knew.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 comedians, and here they are. We have A, B, C, D, and E. There we are. 5 comedians who appeared on Mock the Week. Nick and Rachel, you get to go first.
Right, I think D is Rosie Jones.
Rosie Jones, say Nick and Rachel for D. Now, Trevor and Elliot, can you talk us through that board?
So A is Michael McIntyre, C is Dara O'Brien, E, Ramesh Ranganathan, and I think we'd like to go for B, which is Sindhu V.
Sindhu V. OK, so we have Rosie Jones and we have Sindhu V. In the order they were given, Nick and Rachel said Rosie Jones for D. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? Rosie Jones is right. It's a good answer as well. Look at that, down it goes to 5. Very well done indeed. Meanwhile, Trevor and Elliot are going for B and saying Sindhu V. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? Sindhu V is right. And that wins it by a pointless answer. Which means it adds another £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to a lovely round 2,000. Superb work. After one question, Trevor and Elliot, you are up 1-0.
On top of that, you talked through that board better than I've done since I got here on Pointless. You're quite right. Michael McIntyre scored 35. That's quite a high score, I reckon. And then Dara Breen, he hosted the show for 17 years, so appropriately, he got a score of 17. And Ramesh Ranganathan, you also got Elliot, which would have scored 13. But you chose the right one. Well played.
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. Right, here comes your second question. Nick and Rachel, somehow you've got to win this one to stay in the game, because Trevor and Elliot get to answer it first. Good luck. Our second question is all about animals in the nursery rhyme Who Killed Cock Robin? Gethin.
We will show you 5 lines from the nursery rhyme Who Killed Cock Robin? But we've missed out the name of a creature from each one. Please work out the missing creatures and tell us the one you think is the most obscure.
Thank you very much. So can you identify these murderous creatures? Here they come. We've got Who Killed Cock Robin? I said the blank with my bow and arrow. Who'll dig his grave? I said the blank with my little trowel. Who'll be chief mourner? I said the blank. I mourn for my love. Who'll carry the link? I said the blank. I'll fetch it in a minute. Who'll carry the coffin? I said the blank. If it's not through the night. There we are. Trevor and Elliot will go first.
So you just go.
No. We're struggling. OK, we'll go with the top one, and we'll say sparrow.
Sparrow for the arrow. Sparrow. So Trevor and Elliot. Now then, Nick and Rachel, can you talk us through that board?
I think the next one down from the sparrow will be owl, and the mourn for my love would be dove. I'm not really sure about the next two. I'm struggling to come up with rhymes, so I think we'll go with dove.
OK, dove. So we have sparrow and we have dove. In the order they were given, Trevor and Elliot went for sparrow. Let's see how many of our 100 said sparrow. Sparrow is right. 26 for sparrow. Meanwhile, Nick and Rachel have gone for dove. For the middle one, chief mourner. Should we see how many of our 100 said dove? Dove is right. And dove wins it for you. Very well done indeed. Down to go to 16, and it means after 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Yeah, actually, the highest score of the 2 that you knew, because if you'd have gone for owl, that would have scored 11. I'd put my money on you knowing what the last but one is down the bottom there.
I certainly know that's the linnet.
Yeah. 4 points for linnet. And the best score on the board at the bottom would be...
Kite.
Kite would have scored 2.
There, thank you very much indeed. Right, whoever wins this third question goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question is all about cheeses with holes. Gethin.
We're about to show you the names of 5 cheeses known for often having hole-shaped bubbles in them, but we have removed alternate letters from their names. Can you fill in the holes in these cheeses and give us the most obscure cheese with holes?
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. Right, let's reveal our 5 holy cheeses, and here they are. We have HVRI, RQEOT, JRSEG, FNIA, and GUA. Nick and Rachel will go first.
Right, do you want to say?
Go for the bottom one, Gouda, we think.
OK, Gouda or Gouda, say Nick and Rachel. Now then, Trevor and Elliot, can you talk us through that board?
Not very well, I don't think. The second one down, I think, is Roquefort, but should we go for Havarti on the top?
Yeah.
You're going to go for Havarti. So we have Gouda and we have Havarti. Nick and Rachel went for Gouda. Should we see how many of our 100 said that for the bottom one? Gouda is right. That goes down to 50. Meanwhile, Trevor and Elliot are going for the top cheese and are saying Havarti. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? Havarti is right. And it gets you through. Very well done indeed. Down it goes to 6. And it means, Trevor and Elliot, after 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
Yeah. You say you didn't know your holy cheeses. You got the second best answer on the board there with Havarti and 6. Roquefort, that would have got 52. The middle one there is...
Jarlsberg.
It is indeed. That would have scored 25. And the pointless answer on the board, Fontina.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. That brings us to the end of our head-to-head round. And it means, Nick and Rachel, we say goodbye to you, but we'll see you again next time. And look forward to... I mean, pretty good go. It's only your first show. Oh. You're going to be unstoppable next time. Nick and Rachel, thank you so much for playing. But for Trevor and Elliot, it is now time for our Pointless Final. Well, huge congratulations, Trevor and Elliot. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy.
Hey.
You now have a chance to win the Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,000. I think pretty much everything in that jackpot that wasn't the original £1,000 has come from you. I think maybe there was another pointless answer in there. We've certainly had 3 from you.
3, yeah.
We just need 1 more, and then you can take that jackpot home. What would you like to see come up in this last round?
Something we know about.
You know, I'm going to make that easier. I can say, what would you not like to see come up? Because I think you could probably handle most things.
Well, I'm not very good with football, so
OK.
I'll try to avoid that.
OK, we'll avoid the football. Elliot?
Music, I'm not that great on
OK.
music, yeah.
Well, that leaves us a world of other possibilities. 4 things will appear on this board in a second. Let's hope one of them, at least, is something you want to have a crack at. Today's selection looks like this. We've got Grace and Grace on TV, the Men's Cricket World Cup 2023, Coastal Capitals, German experimental rock and electronic music. What do we think?
Yeah.
Coastal Capitals, I think.
Coastal Capitals it is. Gethin.
We're looking for the name of any capital city of a country in mainland Africa which has a coastline. Or we're looking for the name of any capital city of a country in mainland Europe which has a coastline. To be clear, the capital itself does not need to be on the coastline. By Europe, we mean the 46 member states of the Council of Europe as of August 2024. And as always, by country, we mean a sovereign state that is a member of the UN in its own right. Best of luck, guys.
Thank you, Gethin. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK. I'd like Asmara, which I think is the capital of Eritrea.
Eritrea. What's the capital of Mozambique?
I'm not sure. There's
Algiers.
Yeah.
Algeria. Accra for Ghana's on the coast,
yeah.
isn't it?
And, you know, does one of the Congos have a coast? Or are they both inland?
No, I don't think so. Freetown.
Freetown, and...
Liberia.
Yeah, OK. And
Right.
a last one, we have... Oh, no, is that 3?
No,
That's
I
3.
think that's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we got?
Asmara.
Asmara.
Freetown.
Freetown.
And Accra.
And Accra.
I think Accra will probably score.
OK.
10 seconds left.
We go for something better.
Algiers.
What about Tripoli?
Oh, yeah, OK.
OK.
All right.
Just at that moment, the lights come back on and your minute is up. What can you give me?
We'll have Tripoli.
Tripoli. This is in the...
This is the
first
African
OK,
country.
Tripoli.
Accra.
Accra.
And
Asmara.
Asmara. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Asmara.
Asmara goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
Accra.
Accra, and then Tripoli in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have Accra, Tripoli, and Asmara. Now, if one of these turns out to be pointless, you'll be leaving here with £2,000. What would you like to do with that, Trevor?
My wife's got a garden project that I think might take that out. But again, I might treat myself to a new sewing machine.
Oh, very nice. There's nothing wrong with your old one. I'm just looking at that fabulous shirt you're wearing. Yes, Elliot?
Well, my brother lives in Banff in Canada, and he's desperate for me to join him for some skiing. So maybe learn to ski first, and then go.
And get yourself out to Banff. Fantastic. Well, it'd be lovely if one of these answers wins that for you. Your first answer is Accra. In this case, in fact, in all three cases, we're looking for cities of mainland African countries with a coastline. Let's see how many of our 100 said Accra. Might it be pointless? Accra is right. If it goes all the way down to 0, you leave here with £2,000. Down we go with Accra through the 20s, through the teens, into single fit. Oh, 9 for Accra. It's a lot higher than I was expecting. OK, let's turn immediately to your next answer, Tripoli. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Tripoli, exactly the same criteria. Tripoli is right. Well, Accra took us down to 9. Tripoli now taking us down through the teens. Into single figures, passing 9. Still going down with Tripoli. Might this... No, 3 for Tripoli. OK, your third and final answer is Asmara. This is the one you thought was your best shot at a pointless answer. You put it third deliberately. Let's hope it is pointless. £2,000 is riding on it. If this goes all the way down to 0, let's see how many of our 100 said Asmara. Asmara is right. Well, we came down to 9 with Accra. We came down to 3 with Tripoli. Asmara taking us through the teens, still going down, passing 9, still going down with Asmara, passing 3. You have done it! Very well done indeed. There's a sewing machine, there's skiing lessons, all kinds of stuff going on. Very, very well done. Congratulations. Asmara was a pointless answer and has just won you £2,000. Brilliant.
Congratulations indeed. There's so much to unpack there, because you mentioned quite a few different capital cities as you went through. You were talking about the capital of Mozambique. I think you know that, don't you?
Maputo.
Yeah, Maputo. But that would have scored 1, so you're right not to choose it. A couple of others you did mention, which were pointless. Algiers, Freetown, both pointless answers. And you're wondering about the Republic of the Congo. Does have a coastline. Capital is Brazzaville. That was also pointless. Let's have a look at some of the pointless answers then. Algiers, which we've mentioned. Djibouti, capital of Djibouti. Kinshasa, capital of DR Congo. And Monrovia, the capital of Liberia. And you didn't want to know about European countries with a coastline. You could have had some of these. Ljubljana, capital of Slovenia. Riga in Latvia. Tirana in Albania. Or Zagreb in Croatia. Well done. And well done if you got some of those at home as well. Well played.
Thank you very much, Gethin. And thank you once again to our winning players, Trevor and Elliot, who take away today's jackpot of £2,000. Very well done. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Gethin.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.